Hi, my name is Sergey Ziba. I'm a pastor in Church of the Nazarene here in Kiev. And I'm doing ministry here as a full-time pastor for almost a year. Okay, my role as a pastor, I lead a church, and we do different things as a church, different projects. We do volunteering work, we do children's ministry, we work with refugees, with replaced people. We're helping different villages, the occupied villages after Russia occupation. I mean, we have a lot of roles as a church, and I mean, as a pastor, as a church, but this is one of them.
So after the war started, a bunch of people left, but then you started doing a lot of aid work and relief work, and the church grew really fast. Tell us that story.
Well, when the war started, of course, most of the churches here in Kiev, and I will say in Ukraine, they kind of got frozen. I mean, they kind of stopped. Some churches been very active, some churches been inactive. And our church it's pretty much stopped doing anything. And majority of our members left the country. Our ministers left as well, rescuing their families, their relatives. My wife and I, we decided to stay, even though it was pretty much against my personal will, because myself, I wanted to take my kids as well to go outside of the country because I have 6 kids. Anyway, we decided to stay, and according to God's promise that God will protect us, He will keep us safe, and the Lord spoke to us and said He wants us to be here, even though we had no idea what's going to be next. Every day we thought we will not survive, but the Lord being gracious to us, He was very good to us, and so far we're still here, we're still alive. And we restarted church last year in June, and we had back then about 27 people, and we started little by little just distributing food, helping people on their daily basic needs like food, medicine, prayer, clothing, diapers, like different things people just need as a basic needs. And then like 3-4 months later, I wouldn't know how the church started growing. I would say rapidly, yeah. We didn't expect that. And of course, many things changed, but we as a church, we still do a huge emphasis working with the children right now, especially with the children, because this war caused lots of emotional, spiritual traumas in the people's life, in the children's life, and that's why our church has a heart for children. And thank you, CrossBridge Church, for your team that you have been able to send here. I mean, your people are brave. I mean, they're reckless, brave people, because they came in the midst of the war just to help to minister our children here. And last week we've been able to minister over 120 children. Plus today we have a very little project, very little camp in our church for 25, 30 people, 30 children. And very appreciate that you share with us, with your people. Thank you for your support, because the ministry we're doing right now is very important. Our children are very broken. I mean, they have a very profound, deep traumas, emotional traumas, spiritual traumas, and just simple things like spending time with them, just talk with them, hug them, play with them, just feel them kind of better. I mean, like good, like they're loved, they're accepted. I mean, that's a huge ministry, and I'm very appreciative. Thank you for this, for your team. Very appreciate this. Anyway, and that's like as a church, we do a huge emphasis on children's ministry and youth ministry. Yeah.